going on? Chief Mookie in the building. I wanted to speak on a couple things today. Mainly, I wanted to speak on George Wilford alumni. I wanted to speak on Noon, MOOSEY, and Alex. Kevin McMorris, Alex Wilkins, and MOOSEY. I believe his last name was Blake. I'm not sure. I wanted to send my condolences and my rest in peace wishes to them to the full. I wanted to send my condolences to all three of them. And I wanted to give a background of where I come in to play and what was I to them and the episodes and chapters we had. But before I go into that story, I want to say once again, rest in peace to Kevin McMorris, aka Noon. Then I want to say rest in peace to Alex Wilkins. Then I want to say rest in peace to MOOSEY. I'm going to start off with I'm going to start where I start. But basically, I knew Kevin, I knew Noon, I knew Noon from basketball. I knew him since my freshman year because we was both on the basketball team. And Noon, he was the point guard, you know, and I was the big on the team. So we was bound to create some type of flow of chemistry eventually. But Noon was just what's the word I'm looking for? Noon was blessed with great character, enthusiasm, and charisma. Noon was blessed with these things at a young age. You know, from a young age, even in the ninth grade. Now, I only knew him in the ninth, but I'm probably sure people who knew him in the 8th, 7th, 6th grade, 5th grade probably could see it in him. But even like from like the first month of like meeting and knowing, bro, like I knew he had high charisma and a solid character about himself. But to dig forward, Noon was well, at that time of 9th and 10th grade, man, Noon was just a kid trying to have fun, man. He was just a kid, you know, learning, tapping into this, science tapping into that. He was just a kid growing into like a little young man. He was like a baby kid. Like he went from like a baby kid to like a young man 12th grade year. You see what I'm saying? Like he went from like stepping in that bitch 9th grade. I don't know bro personal life, but you could just tell like he went in there 9th grade year, like he went in there 9th grade just playing with the pussy. But shit, mid 9th grade to end 9th grade, 10th grade, mid 9th grade or a couple months in 9th grade, that nigga was doing more than playing with the pussy, man. He was knocking bitches out like, see what I'm saying? Like, Noon had a couple baddies. You know what I'm saying? Noon had a couple baddies, man. You know what I'm saying? You see the BM he got. You see the BM. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the BM. You know what I'm saying? I forgot her name, but yeah, I wanted her sister. You know what I'm saying? Like that was another thing. Like Noon, BM, like I always wanted his BM sister, like Cabria. You know what I'm saying? Cabria Miller. You know, like I always wanted her. She was supposed to get it. You know what I'm saying? She was supposed to get it. Like I don't know where she at in this world, in this chapter of life, you know, but Cabria, if you see this, you know what I'm saying? Get at me. You see the kid, you know, I'm in the best shape of my life. You see the kid, I'm in my prime. Get at me. But anyways, yeah. Your boy knows, you know what I'm saying? But contrary to that, Noon, ninth grade, yeah, he was just a dude like learning a lot of things, like tapping into a lot of things. He was growing, like learning. Like he was just like a kid at the goddamn candy shop. You see what I'm saying? Ninth grade, yeah. He was a kid at the goddamn candy shop. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, when it came basketball season, when it came game time, when it came crunch time, you see what I'm saying? And this is where I turned the video up. When it came crunch time, when basketball season hit, you know, because I'm trying not to go too fast, but like, Noon was that dude. You see what I'm saying? This is what they don't know. Noon, Kevin McMorris, was that dude. He is one of the best point guards to ever come out of George Wolf alumni. You see what I'm saying? Noon is one of the best point guards to ever come out of Richmond, Virginia. You see what I'm saying? He is the top 20, 25 point guard to ever play for a high school team in Richmond, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say that. I want to make sure I say that. Kevin McMorris was one of the best point guards to ever play in Richmond, Virginia. And he was one of the best point guards. And I just want to shed a light and give him his roses and give him his great memories that people probably don't know about or forgot about or whatever. And I just want these memories to live on as long as they can, you know, and just inspire the next person or maybe his son or somebody he loves or his BM or whoever, his mom might see this and it might bring a joy to her day. Who knows? But yeah, Noon was that dude, man. But what was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, Noon. So basketball season hit. Yeah, I was saying Noon was the best top 20 point guard. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, what made him the best? Let me give you some examples of the trials and tribulations that we went through. You know, Noon, 9th grade year, 10th grade year, me and Noon, we both could have played varsity. Let me start there. Especially Noon though, 9th grade year. Like me, I was like halfway off the fence. Could have played varsity. Like I could have played, but I won't gonna start type shit. I won't gonna really get no minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I could have played and infiltrated type shit and maybe midway and at the end of the season I probably could have took over and been that dude up in there. But I won't in the rush because it was like JV, we was killing it. We was like 10-0. Varsity, these niggas was like 1-9. I'm like, nigga, I'm not playing for you niggas. Hell nah. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck that. But Noon, he was on the team with me. We was like 10-0, and me Noon was killing it, man. Noon, man, he probably was averaging like, man, that dude probably was averaging like 20 a game. He probably was averaging like 8 assists a game. Goddamn, he probably was averaging like 4 rebounds a game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Noon was like, yeah, bro. And, yeah. And, the thing is, on that 9th grade year, you know, they wanted Noon. Noon was doing so good on JV. Like, we would be practicing. We'll be practicing JV and varsity on the other side. And then the head coach from varsity would get mad at some shit. Like, he'll get mad at some shit because, like, them point guards was ass for real, like, And like, shouts out, salute to like Marcel and Brandon, Busy or whatever you niggas. Like, salute, it ain't no hard feelings, but I gotta be honest, bro. Like, y'all niggas was not good point guards, bro. Like, y'all niggas like held us back a lot. You know what I'm saying? This video ain't got nothing to do with you niggas, but I just gotta say that and bring that up. Like, them niggas was bad point guards. Like, them niggas was shitty point guards. Like, they was only like starting point guards for the varsity team because like they had some type of like popularity and relationships with the coaches, and them niggas had swag and style. Like, them was the freshest niggas on the courts. These niggas like knew about the double, triple Nike socks before anybody knew about the double, triple Nike socks. These niggas had sleeves and shit. These niggas was looking too sweet on the courts. Like, man, you gotta let them play. See what I'm saying? But anyways, scratch them niggas out. They ain't got nothing to do with this video, but I had to mention them. But it'll be a scene to where coach get mad at them niggas because he like, oh, yeah, y'all niggas some ass. What the fuck? Y'all not running it right. And he'll go to the JV and he'll pull Noon like, hey, Noon, Kevin, get your ass over here. Next thing you know, Noon, he over there, he practicing with varsity. Woo, 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 woo. He giving them niggas buckets. You see what I'm saying? He giving them niggas buckets. So I'm like, all right, Noon back on varsity. But then 20, 30 minutes will go by, and then Noon, he'll sneak back over to JV. And coach be like, no, what you doing? He be like, I want to play JV. I want to play with my team. I want to play JV. I don't want to play varsity. Yeah, they suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was. But back to the season and how we was in the season, man. Anyways, back to the season. So, you know, in the season, it was just like, Noon was like, he would like, you know, we had a couple good cats, you know, legendary cats that played. Mike Miles, you know, Darren McMorris, Noon cousin. But out of all these niggas, bruh, from my own eyesight, from what I seen and who I played with, there was nobody better than Noon when he was hot. Like, in general, there was nobody better than Noon in crunch time. Fourth quarter. 5, 6, 7 minutes to go. Like, I seen Noon do some shit like that I've seen still to this day nobody do. Like, I've seen Noon come down. Like, soon as you get the ball from the inbound and like he facing a double team, like they trapping. I didn't see Noon split the trap, get through the trap, break down another nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, stop on the dime at the 3. Pull up. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then do that 2, 3 more times. You see what I'm saying? I didn't see this nigga do so many pull-ups in the crunch to where we needed that 3. Like, oh, then you got Noon when he'll fucking do what he do, shake and bake, get past his defender, come in the hole, look like he ready to go up, dish it to me, boop, easy layup. You see what I'm saying? It was legendary, bro. And I'll never forget those times, bro. It was so many times to where like he just hit me with the give and go, like, you know, and like I finished strong, you know. It was just one game when we played Huguenot, but like my memory's so messed up. I don't remember. I can't 100% it was Noon playing point guard that day. Like, I don't know if it was Noon or Dooman, but I believe it was Noon, but it might have been Dooman. You know what I'm saying? But like my conscience and my soul telling me it was Noon. But we was playing Huguenot, you know what I'm saying, in our house. I think this was 10th grade year though. I think this was 10th grade year. Yeah, I think this was 10th grade year. I believe it was 10th grade year. But we was playing Huguenot. And we was playing them in our house. And the game was turned. Like, it was going back and forth all day, right? But long story short, bro, I remember, like, my memory be messed up, man. Like, so much stuff. Like, my memory ain't the best. That's another reason why I be making these videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? To help me. You know, to help myself. Or maybe I make a video that somebody will see what I'm talking about and they could remind me about some shit. You feel me? But anyways, it's like 1 minute left in the Huguenot game. Game been turned all day, right? It's been turned. Like I had like 13 points. Like I had a ball. Like I had like 15 points. I had like 15 points, bro. I was lit that game. You know, I was lit. Like I was lit that game, bro. Like, I always loved playing against Huguenot. Like, I always had a good game against Huguenot. Like I love playing against Huguenot. Like you could really feel the rivalry. Like even if you ain't from there, like you play for that team, nigga, you gonna feel it in the energy. But anyways, there's like 1 minute left. And I remember we was like tied up, or we was down by 2, or we was tied up or some shit like that. And I just remember, I don't know if it was noon or due, man, but I believe it was noon. And noon came down, he broke the defender down, he came in the lane. But this time, like, I wasn't too close to the basket. Like, I wasn't just a little layup type. I was like, mid-range jump shot out from the basket, like short mid-range jump shot out from the basket. And like, bro did what he did, boop, bop, bop. And he tossed me the rock. I got that drink, pulled up, hit the drink, bro. Crowd went crazy. Crowd went crazy, bro. And if I remember enough, like, I think Huguenot got the ball. They tricked up, and then we got the ball. They fouled us or some shit. We hit the free throws, and you know what I'm saying? But before hitting the free throws, we already was up from when I scored that point or some shit like that. But we hit the free throws and secured the game, and we won. Crowd went crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Crowd went crazy, bro. That was a good day right there. And but yeah, Noon was that dude, man. You know, he was a great point guard, man. It's way more moments, but my memory just not intact, man. Maybe I'll make another video, but I'm just gonna give him his roses and I'm gonna stop talking about him and lead to the next person now. Alex Wilkins. Alex Wilkins, you know, he used to hang with Noon a lot, and he was all school on the basketball team. But I played with Alex in my 9th and 10th year. Not too much varsity, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't think he made varsity, or some things started to happen. Like, he started to fall out from the school scene. Like, he just won't be in eligible. Some stuff, I don't know. I might be mistaken. But yeah, 9th, 10th grade, I played with Alex. But let me tell you something about Alex. Alex could shoot his fucking ass off. Alex is he's the top 5 shooter to ever come out of George Wythe. And he's a top 45 shooter to ever play for Richmond, period. He a top 40 shooter to ever shoot for Richmond. Alex Wilkins had one of the best jump shots in fucking, he was top 5 George Wythe alumni, period. Shooting guard. Alex hit so many clutch shots for us, bro. Like, Alex is the original Brandon Holly. Like, everybody know about Brandon, remember about Brandon, but before Brandon, it was Alex. You see what I'm saying? Alex was a bad boy. Like, we used to run plays for this nigga, like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry type shit. Like, sit the pick, Vito, yeah. Like, I'll sit that pick for that nigga. Like, get open, nigga. I know you gonna make it. You see what I'm saying? Like, Alex could shoot that shit off, bro. Like, it was so many games to where that nigga, like, came in the clutch, like, and, like, but most of the games he'll come in the clutch, it'll be against county teams. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, that nigga Alex was funny as shit. Like, when it came to like them city teams, like that nigga, man, I don't know, he'll get a little nervous or like he just want the same guy. Like he'll play solid, but like when we played them county teams, bro, Alex was lighting their ass up, bro. Like that nigga, man, he'll get that motherfucker. He'll be ready for that motherfucker like Clay Thomas, bro. He'll put that bitch up. I forgot how he shoot, but no, I remember. Like he'll take it from like, I'm not gonna say his rib cage, but like somewhere around this area, he'll take that bitch and shoot like that with it. Like he'll get that bitch, like he'll get it and like go like this with the shit type shit. You see what I'm saying? But when I say he'll get that bitch in, them bitches going in. Like he saved us in so many games, man. Alex was a legendary dude. But to tie Alex and Noonan one thing, beyond high school, I was still I hung with Noon a little bit, and one time they came pick me up. Let me tell you something about Noon. Noon pulled up on me one time when I was moving in the house or moving out, and he pulled up on me. Him, D-Mac, and Shalik, they pulled up and they helped me move my stuff out my house. You know what I'm saying? And I always respected it and I always remembered that because they ain't had to do it. That was real. They helped. You know what I'm saying? That was real stuff. Like they sat in my house, we talked, like it was all good. Like that was real. And they used to come by like 2-3 times a week and like just pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? We'll smoke some and we'll go play basketball. This is right after we graduated high school. But it was one time they pulled up, they scooped, and we was on the way to go play basketball around Virginia Union. But on the way to Union, we pulling up on campus. A cop pulled us over. You know what I'm saying? We like 4 deep in there. And that's when I learned my lesson in life of like never riding 3-4 deep in the car, you know what I'm saying, due to life situations like this. But we was 4 deep in there. The cop pulled us. And I remember Noon, he had some stuff on him, but God willing, he got out of there. He didn't get caught. Because Noon was just he was that guy. He had high charisma, you know. But his older cousin, D-Mac, he got in a little jam. He was the one driving. Cop hit him with a couple tickets, bop, bop, bop. But I remember that day. I just remember the other dude they was with, some dude named that started with a T. I'm not even gonna mention him because I never respected him. But he was mad. He was just like, man, I told y'all not to fuck with this nigga. Like he was putting it all on me that we got locked up because of me, because I'm the one who recommended us going to VUU. Like even when they first pulled up and picked me up, like Cuz had that look on his face. I never fuck with bro though, cause he was a little light-skinned ass nigga. I never trusted light-skinned niggas. Like, it is what it is. Like, I never trusted light-skinned niggas. Like, every light-skinned nigga I done deal with, either like, they just like turned into somebody else in the end. Like, two-faced type people, like not real, not authentic. No disrespect to the light-skinned community, but I'm just talking about my previous history with people. Like, yeah, but yeah, dude talked down on me, boop, boop, boop. But, yeah, we got in a little jam that day, and after that, not too long after that, D-Mac and Noon got locked up. You know, Noon got locked up for a credit card scam or some shit like that. So when Noon got locked up, he got locked up for a little while. Like he sat it down for like a year and a half, 2 years or some shit like that. At least 6 months. He sat it down. So when he sat it down, that's when I started tapping into other avenues and other routes. That's when I started working, grinding. That's when I started like getting in community college, like just start chasing other avenues, bro. And that's also when I started going city to city, like tapping back into north and stuff. So that went down, and I just like found my own lane. And Noon got out. He was out for a little bit. When he was out, I don't think I was in the city. I was in Maryland or DC. But then I know he got locked back up for a little while. And then there was a time where I came out there and Noon was right there. But before I get into that, before I continue with that, I want to mention another story. Now I'm gonna mention that later. But yeah, Noon was right there, cause one of my former comrades that I was cool with, he ended up hanging and getting back cool. He was hanging with Noom a lot when he got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? So they was hanging a lot. You know what I'm saying? So one day I pulled up on Brody and Noon was there, or we pulled up on Noon. So I re-linked with Noon. I ain't seen Noon in so long. Like it had to be about 5 years since I seen Noon. But I seen him, he had the haircut, he was icy. Like he was a young man, like he was that dude on Southside, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a young man. But and he was like, yo, come back through, boop, 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 link, man, we gonna tap in. Like, I gave him my number, I'm like, all right, bet. And he called me that night. This is what's crazy. Noon called me that night, man. And like I already gave him my word, like we was gonna tap in. I said hit me up a little later. But like I'm thinking to hit me up a little later, it's gonna be like 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. This nigga hit me up like 10, 11, 12 at night type shit. So when he calling me, I'm in the bed like damn near laying down. Like I'm like, damn nigga, why you hit me up this late with it? And I didn't pick the phone up and like chop up with him. And the reason I didn't is because you gotta remember this. I didn't tell this. This is what I was gonna tell you earlier. Back when we was in high school, like 9th, 10th grade, it was a situation to where Noon was playing too much in class. I had class with him, I had English class with him or something. And he was playing with me like doing something like irritating me, like playing with me, like in front of the class, like on some like playing with me type stuff. So like I had to get up and grab Noon and just like hold him like and like kind of shake him and just like hold him and like tell him like, bruh, stop playing with me, bruh. Like calm down, stop playing with me, bruh. Like I could really beat your ass right now, bruh, but you my basketball teammate. I'm not gonna do you like that. But bruh, calm down, bruh. Like stop playing with me, bruh. I'm not the one. You see what I'm saying? Like I just remember my former comrade, he had the class with us too, and he was just fucking laughing his ass off. Like, that ain't even my friend no more, which is crazy though. I never thought that day would come. But anyways, yeah, I had to choke Noom up that day, you know what I'm saying? But the reason I mentioned that is because I always feel like Noon still remembered that, or he felt some type of way about that, you know what I'm saying? Because he used to say little shit out his mouth, like to me, jokingly, but like about that situation. But that leads back to that phone call that day when I re-linked with Noon, like when he called me, like, cause like I told him we could link, we can get up later that day or tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? But this was like 12 in the day. He hit me up to like 11, 12 at night type shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? I'm not picking this. I'm going to bed. You see what I'm saying? But the main thing that made me was like, bro, it's 11, bro. Like, I don't trust you like that much to like link with you on this type time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to link with you at 11. Like, what we gonna do anyway, nigga? Club closed, nigga. Like, what you want, nigga, at 11? So it just felt fishy to me, you feel me? So I didn't go through, and then the next day I didn't hit bro up. Even my former comrade was like, you ain't hit Noom up? You ain't chop over, bro? You ain't link? I like, nah. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? But to go a year or 2 or 3 years after that, Noon died, man. Noon died, man. And that hurt. That hurt. I'm not gonna play it real like I was always dead, like I was dead for him like I could have been. But the truth of the matter was, Noon was in Richmond. Noon stayed in Richmond. I expanded and I was in DC, I was in Maryland. You see what I'm saying? I was in New York. Like you see what I'm saying? Like I was expanding, I was working. I'm a working man doing 40, 50 hours. Like I'm fucking doing this job, that job, Uber, whatever field I was in at the time. Like I was a busy man. You know, I'm paying bills, you see what I'm saying? I was doing this, you see what I'm saying? So I'll come back to the city every now and then, but it won't like I was waking up in the city every day. I was visiting the city, you see what I'm saying? Once a week, twice a month, 3, 4 times a month. You know what I'm saying? If that, you see what I'm saying? So that's how my stuff was going for a long time. You see what I'm saying? But looking back, I probably could have tapped in a little more with Noon and probably could have had some real conversations with him. But when I seen him that day on Southside, a little before he got back out of jail, man, deep in my soul, I just felt like Noon was moving a little too fast. You see what I'm saying? I felt like he was moving a little too fast, and I couldn't verify what lane he was in, if he even really knew what lane he was in, if he had control of the situation. So I made a higher conscious decision to just fall back and just keep a safe space. You see what I'm saying? But it wasn't never no animosity or no hard feelings toward Noom. Like, that was my Brody. But I just didn't know what type of time he was on. You feel me? But as far as Alex, I just heard about him dying on Facebook. Like, I ain't even know, like, what happened with bro. Like, I still don't know what happened with Alex. I just know he died. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? But that was fucked up too. But I was way more closer with Noom than I was Alex. You know what I'm saying? But I was aware of Alex, and we had access to each other, and I knew where Alex stayed at, bro. He stayed right beside Noom. You see what I'm saying? They was best fucking friends. But anyways, on to the last one, man. MOOSEY, man. Me and MOOSEY, we weren't the closest or nothing, but we stayed in the same neighborhood, so we would cross a lot. We would cross paths a lot. Plus, my good comrade was one of his good comrades. You feel me? But one thing about MOOSEY, plain and cut, MOOSEY was just one of the realest niggas you'll ever meet in your life. MOOSEY was just one of the realest niggas you'll ever meet in your life. You know what I'm saying? MOOSEY had that energy and that frequency about in his soul, to where, like, you just knew he was a real nigga. Like, every time you'll dap him up, like, he'll just give you that feeling of grace and welcomeness, and just purity. Like, nothing sucker or nothing fake about him. Like, how you, you know what I'm saying? Then he'll have that little laugh, like, like I don't know how to do it, but, like, he'll have that laugh. He'll just have that little voice, like, hey, how you? Everything good? You know what I'm saying? Like, he just had a good spirit about himself, and he carried himself like a young man at all times. He always carried himself like a man. Like, but I can't explain who MOOSEY was. You just had to experience him. You see what I'm saying? Like, and if you ain't had the opportunity to, like, experience being around, bro, like, you couldn't even, like, picture it, speak on it, or, like, even if you hung around, you couldn't get the right word around of who this person was, because, like, it's damn near like he was extraterrestrial. Like, he came here before his time with some shit. Like, he had a different soul about himself. Like MOOSEY was just one of the realest niggas, man. Like I say, we didn't hang on the corner or hang every day, but we crossed paths a lot because we stayed in the same neighborhood and we had the same comrades. But every time I saw MOOSEY or MOOSEY saw me, it was love and respect. Like, we was fucking brodies that hung with each other on the block every fucking day, if you know what I mean. You see what I'm saying? Like, he gave me that welcome and grace. Like, when he see me, it ain't just no dap and walk away. When he see me and I see him, we dap up and we pause. And we sit there and we chop up like chiefs, and we just, it ain't no rush. It ain't no, I'm going to get out of here, or I got to go do this. It's just, we cooling on the block for 30 seconds real quick, just chopping up. You know what I'm saying? Making sure each other's energy and temperature are all good. How you? Man, I ain't boo-boo. Bop there, bop at the crib, boo-boo. Or they still got that. Yeah, boo-boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. Yeah, boo-boo. Yeah. All right, yeah. I'll chop up with you later. All right, fool. Boom. See what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was for me and MOOSEY. But I always appreciated, and I always really appreciated talking to MOOSEY, because his energy was rare. You see what I'm saying? His energy was rare and real. Like, you don't run into a lot of motherfuckers to when you get around a motherfucker, you be like, damn, this motherfucker realer than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's rare when you get around a motherfucker and you like, damn, this motherfucker might be realer than me. What the fuck? You see what I'm saying? You don't run into that every day, every year. Like, that's a few, the proud, the Marines. You see what I'm saying? That's what MOOSEY was. Like, that nigga was the few, the proud, the MOOSEY. The few, the proud, the Marines. Like, that nigga was his own fucking breed, man. And I just want to send my condolences to that nigga right there, because that nigga was a general. Like, I give that nigga a salute. Like, that nigga MOOSEY was a real nigga, man. And I don't use that word a lot. You know what I'm saying? But MOOSEY was a real one. Like, he was a chief of this land, man. And I don't know what happened. Because like I tell y'all, man, I made a decision to say I'm not going to keep waking up in Richmond every goddamn day. You see what I'm saying? So I started chasing other avenues. So a lot of people started dying, and I won't dare. I'm hearing this shit through phone calls, and I'm hearing this shit through Facebook. You see what I'm saying? I'm getting the news after the fact, because during the fact, I'm nowhere to be around because I'm busy doing this, doing that. You see what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going through all these type shits, or maybe I got a wife, I got a girl, I'm up here thinking I'm about to have a fucking kid, whatever the case may be. I'm going through shit. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm going through all type of shit. So I'm hearing through this shit on Facebook. Noon died, Alice died, MOOSEY died, whole lot of people died that I ain't even mentioning. You know what I'm saying? That I ain't gonna mention on this video. Because this video ain't about them. It's about these 3 kings that I knew, that went to my school, that I hung with. And things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? That we shared real conversations and we went through real trials, tribulations together. So that's what I'm speaking on today. I'm speaking on Kevin McMorris, Alex Wilkins, and MOOSEY, I believe, Blake last name. You know what I'm saying? MOOSEY, the realest nigga ever. Kevin, real nigga, died too young. One of the best point guards to ever play in Richmond. Highest charisma, great character. You know what I'm saying? Great character. Alex, one of the best shooters to ever shoot that thing. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm about to cut this video short, man. It's been about 40 minutes. But I just wanted to say that, and I wanted to give all you guys y'all roses. Because I feel like y'all went out the wrong way, and y'all went out early on a sneak tip. And I just wanted to give y'all roses and remind the people who might have forgot or whatever of how much y'all was really them dudes, man. Y'all was really them dudes, man. And Lord knows who can imagine where y'all would be or what y'all would be on right now if y'all was still alive, man. But I know y'all niggas would be turned up like me, man, or even better, man. I know y'all be turned up. Y'all would have found y'all lane, man. Y'all would have put it all together, man, and took over, man. You know what I'm saying? I know, MOOSEY, you got the wifey, you had the kid, man. You know, I know, man. I know y'all would have took off, man. But my condolences. I'm just here to celebrate y'all life. Long live y'all souls. And I know it's another dimension that y'all still alive, and your wifey, your kids, they gonna see y'all again. I send my utmost condolences, my utmost respect, and love to y'all. Salute. Chief Mookie out.